Hi everyone, welcome back to TorsCash Corner. And today we're going to be doing a couple of different things for the video. So we're first going to start with an unstuffing and making sure we put our placeholders for in the bank, and then do a cash count there, figure out what we're going to then continue stuffing into our usual binders for the week, such as our bills, our subscriptions, debts, and stuff like that. And then in the next video it'll be how it has been with like variables and rave, and then following is the group play and stuff, which we do have the new group play and I'm so excited to start this. So yeah, just the usuals for this week. Sorry if I'm bumping you, do not mean to. But if you are new here, my name is Tor and I am 26 years old, and we in our household, I budget my income from like the daycare, owning it with my girlfriend, so then her half of the income as well, and then our roommate Gabe, who does live with us, and he gets paid bi-weekly, so this is mainly his check, along with I did pick up a little cleaning gig last weekend, and so some of it's from that, and I did find a random dollar in my wallet, so that $1 extra is where that is coming from. So we're just going to total up what we're fully stuffing, write that down on all the things we need to write down, and figure out where to go from there. So I did leave some money in the bank. That is why I said, let me find my thing. That is why I said we need to add some placeholders. So we are going to be adding some different placeholders here, and we'll kind of just go through that. So yeah, let's just start with some unstuffing things. So I don't know if I have any money in these. I have just wrote down what we left in the bank, and then we're kind of just going from there. So it says this Wells Fargo credit card needs to be unstuffed, but this is actually still the extra from that savings challenge we did last week, or in the previous video. I'll try and link that in the cards. So I'm actually going to use this scratcher hopefully next week to be adding a little bit more to this, but we do have a full 200 in the bank, so we'll add a placeholder for this. What was I going to say? Oh, we are leaving for Lost Lands. So currently when I'm filming this, it's September 7th. Lost Lands, we leave next Monday, so not like this closest Monday, but the following Monday. And I don't believe I will be filming like that entire time. And the way my videos have been coming out, like the video that's about to come out that I'm currently editing, is my August variable stuffing, like the August week 4. So this is moving into September week 2 stuffing, and I won't stuff again until probably the last week of September, so like when I come home. So right now we're trying to cram a lot into one, if that makes sense. So I don't know. If it doesn't, you'll kind of see. I feel like I've been using the same colors, so let's go for this green. I don't know what this is. Looks like green, also looks like some type of bluey. Sorry, the air just turned on. I don't want this green. Let's do this green. Okay, it's more of a lime green. So this is a fully funded, sorry, the air just completely kicked on. This is a fully funded placeholder from Budget with Amanda. It's on her month ahead binder, but I just use these for throughout my entire thing. So in the bank, so we're going to add this in the bank placeholder for this Wells Fargo credit card for Gabe. And I actually wrote this on my paper, so I'm just going to, okay. Oopsies, nothing for this, nothing for this, nothing for this. And we are, right. Oh, this isn't, why did I have this for unstuffing if I'm putting it in right now? Good question. I don't know. Okay. We'll come back to her. Come back to this. I don't have anything in here, but I believe it is in the bank, correct? Okay. So we're going to put a placeholder here that she's in the bank. I also passed these. Hang on. Okay. I'm gonna need a couple of these, I feel like. Okay, we'll just grab a couple different random ones. Okay. These fully funded are from Reynolds Budgets. They're freebie on her Ko-fi. So you'll definitely, all these channels will be linked down below, like their Ko-fi or excuse me, like their main YouTube, and then you can go and find their Ko-fi through their YouTube link, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Gabe's IRS is fully funded with $50 in the bank. And I just realized that I passed my credit cards up here. So these are both fully funded with 25. Okay. And I leave some of these subscriptions in the bank just because it makes it easier, because they're coming out this current week. So if I were to pull them out right now, I would have to deposit them by tomorrow and Tuesday. So basically it's just not even worth it for me to like pull them out, if that makes sense. Put one of these, I'll put one of these. Okay. Awesome. Let's go add this $50 really fast to this loan. This is fully funded in the bank. Okay, and then we'll jump back up here. This is for the P credit card and the Q credit card. And right now we're just paying minimums on both of these. These are both mine. I was paying more on them monthly, but for right now we're just doing it this way, and that's totally fine. I'm just gonna pay the minimums and not worry about it right now because I have a couple other things that I would like to focus on. So, oh, I did not mean to put Gabe's loan. I meant this is for the IRS. The loan won't come out till the end of the month. So from the IRS, we're continuing onwards. Okay, this is where it kind of gets weird. So I forgot to deposit or leave this in the bank, this $50, because Ellie's Mohella currently has 25, I believe, which funds the full 75. Yeah, okay. So we are going to need to deposit this like tomorrow. So that's the only one. So I need to make sure that that gets deposited as soon as possible. And I have a note made for that. And then this one we're going to stuff today. Okay, this one we're going to stuff today and not in placeholders. Is that it for in here? Sorry, I'm trying to make sure. Stop there. I did deposit this full 106 in my account. But I am gonna stuff just the iPad Affirm that says it's in there, and then everything else should still be needing unstuffed, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna kind of go from there. So let's see. Car insurance needs unstuffed. Let me see. That is right here. Oh, there's nothing in car insurance, but it is in the bank currently. So right, 75 is in here. If we're $1 short, there should be an extra $1 in there, I'm hoping. Okay, car insurance done. Done. This one is also in the bank. So all the in the bank placeholders have been added. Let me get this away. Okay, so all of that has been added. Let me go. After all of that, we are not unstuffing anything, it seems. So we added our in the bank placeholders, and then we'll just kind of go from here. Let's see. Let's give this a cash count. So I had originally pulled out from the bank $933, and I deposited 106 of that to my bank account from Gabe's check, because I had money in Gabe's account that was mine from daycare, and then he did use $10 as well for gas, so that should have left us with $217. And then, as I said, I did a cleaning, so that added a $200, and then I found the $1. So we should be somewhere around $1,018. Let's kind of see where we're at here. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And then we have 100 and 200, which should be correct. Yeah. I just working on myself, folks. Okay, sorry. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. And 20, 30, 40. And this should probably change to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. Which we're missing a 5, which is correct. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Also, shout out to this lady at the bank who gave some very nice looking bills this week. So, thanks, lady. We have a total of 1,118, which is correct. So, okay. So, we are stuffing a total of $1,118 here. Now jumping to the full stuffing part of this video, I'm hoping, I usually leave timestamps down below, so I'm hoping that there's some good timestamps down below. So we're just going to start off with my bills binder and kind of go from here. So everything's going to be a little bit lower this week because I'm trying to prep for Lost Lands and have a little bit more money to go into that. So I actually borrowed from this 100, so I owe it $66 right now. So let's just get that done and over with. 50, 65, and let's do a cruddier one. This one came from my wallet, so why not? Okay, so let's see, we just need 150 total for this placeholder. It's 150 total. Let me write that down. So for the rent IOU, we have 50, 60, 75, 76, and 77. So we still owe it $73 to this rent IOU. So then we're adding a total of 140 for October rent, if that makes sense. So there was originally the over the rent money, and well, rent came out, and well, now here we are adding for October's rent. So we're adding another 140 in here. Let's see if I can maybe condense this a little bit. So we have 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 15, 16, and 17. Is that correct? 217. Let me let's see if I can condense this a little bit. 15, 16, 17. Okay, so 200. Let's see. Whoopsies. I'm looking for this time. Okay, so there should be 200, the 10, 15, 16, and 17 here. So I'm going to take out this placeholder, and we're gonna actually have an IOU in here so that I stop forgetting. So this IOU we're using is, I believe it's from, oh, I got it in Happy Mail last week. Why can't I think of who this is from right now? Teacher Mom Budget? Or Weekly Budget? Is this from my pen pal mail? And if I remember, I'll link who it's from because I can't remember off the top of my head. But we're gonna have an IOU in here of $73. And that'll put us at a total of $290 should be in this envelope. So let me write everything down. So we're going to add this IOU in here. And then if you are also new here, I use challenges to keep track of everything, and then I update these every time I film. So let me use this challenge from Weekly Budget Co. And each space is equal to $200, and this says stop feeling guilty for speaking up about the things that are bothering you. And I really liked this. I thought it was super cute. And yeah, the color is just, it's super cute. And this is from Pen Pal Mail, so I'm really obsessed with it. We're gonna be using green today, so let's see. I can just use this marker actually. Okay, and we're at $214, so we can for sure cross off one of these, and then we will continue on from there. So adding all of this in here. Okay, perfect. All right, and let me highlight that we have done this rent. Okay, awesome. Okay, continuing on, we don't have anything right now. I know I need to add to rent insurance. I need to add $3. So if I have $3 extra, I'm going to definitely do that. But I needed the bills to go to elsewhere right now. Storage, we're not going to be adding right now either, because like I said, I need a large chunk of this money to go to Rave right now. Then gas bill is not getting anything because we just paid this. The water bill, here it is. This one is getting $140 as well. Our water bill this month was like almost $400, 380 or something like that. So yeah, it's just wild right now. So we're just gonna add, let me see if I can find some crusties. Okay, let me see also if we can condense this, but we have, okay, 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 380. I'm pretty sure that's the full. Let me check. Hang on. $381. So if we have one more dollar, I'll definitely add that $1. But if not, I should have like a little buffer in the bank account to be able to pull this from. So let's see, we have 100. Let's see, this is another 100. Okay, so let's see, 100, 200. Should I add this other one? Okay, fine. There's 300, 40, 60, 80. Is that correct? 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, 380. Awesome. Which, like I said, the bill is 381, so that gets a large chunk off. Okay, perfect. Let me highlight this. Okay, the power bill here is getting $100, and this is for September's power bill, excuse me, and it is due on like the 20th, and we are going to be gone the 15th through like the 24th. So I just need to make sure we have like a bulk majority of the bills done, so that when we come home, I'm not stressed out worrying about where money's coming from. So let's just grab $100 here. I don't know why I was grabbing 200 for here, but here's $100 going to the power bill, and we're going to use this challenge by Budget with Carly, and each little circle is worth $10. So we did 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, and another 50. I didn't realize this was only worth $100. I thought this was worth 200. Oh, it's because I have this other challenge. Well, I will finish this challenge off next time. That's so funny. I didn't even realize I had this. Okay, perfect. So we're going to add another challenge next week and move on to the next one. So Wi-Fi is due at the end of the month. So it is currently not getting anything. Oh, let me write this down, sorry. Okay, so it's currently not getting anything. The phone bill, it's also not due till the end of the month, so I don't believe it's getting anything right now. When is it getting something? Money, when we get paid next from state income, so that is not coming out either right now. Car payment is getting $98, and that is the half payment for the month of September. So let me write this down. Get all my stuff done. Okay, $98, and I have that in a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 96. Let me grab some nasty ones. 96, 97, and 98. Awesome. Okay, so we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 95, 96, 97, and $98 going into the car payment. And let us use this, but I can't get back here. Okay. This challenge is from Budget with Amanda, and each little icon is equal to $14. Hang on one second. Okay. So we can cross off 7 of these, I'm pretty sure, right? Because each one is equal to $14. What the heck? So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Awesome. Awesome possum. Okay, and car insurance does have a placeholder in there because it was already added, and we're not adding anything to this prime annual currently. Okay, awesome. And that should be everything for in this binder. Oh my gosh, and this binder, if you did not know, is from Cooper over at Purely Budgets, and he just launched a new color collection of these, and there is this gorgeous blue one that I would love. So that might be a savings challenge, hopefully. We'll see. But anyways, I love Cooper, and he has amazing products, so I will definitely also link him down below. I don't think this is actually getting anything now that I'm opening this. Okay, moving on to the debt binder. The Q credit card and the P credit card are fully in my bank account, and so is Gabe's Wells Fargo credit card. Okay, moving on. Ellie's care credit and Gabe's care credit are not getting anything. The iPad Affirm here is getting $27. 5, 6, and 7. Awesome. $27, which is the full iPad amount. Gabe's loan is not getting anything. Gabe's has money in the IRS. Ellie's debt here. So we're only stuffing $3, and that's for next month's payment. Okay. $3 going into Ellie's debt, which is her, oh. I've messed up. Don't listen to me. Okay. Restart. Ellie's debt here is getting, $24. Is that correct? I believe that's correct. Well, $12 was already pulled out of my account, so this should only be 12 here. And let's see, this is for some of the rave items that we got. She just did her own afterpay, so she could increase the total amount that she can later on get. So I can't undo this. Okay, so we added the $12, and this is a challenge from SNC Budgets or Cassie J. I'm Cassie J, Budgets and Vlogs. And each coffee is worth $8, and I believe this is all of the $12 now that I think about it. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh. 11 and $12 for the full afterpay payment. So that is awesome. Hang on. Awesome. So then my debt is getting $95 here, and we paid $190 already, and this $95 is for the next Afterpay payment, which I want to say this might be like the second to last one. Hang on. This might be like towards the last one. I don't remember, but it is 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 5. Is that correct? Is that how I did it? Yep. Okay, perfect. 95 going into this. And let me see. Ellie's Mohella here is getting the 50, and that will be the full 75 for Ellie's Mohella here. And that, like I said, I need to deposit like ASAP. So let's finish off this challenge again by SNC Budgets and Creations. Again, Cassie J. Let me see. Okay. Okay, perfect. So then let's see, we did how much? 50, is that correct? Yes. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50, finishing off this challenge again by Cassie. And so next week we will have a full one in there. Okay, perfect. Did I also forget this debt? I just realized I forgot to add this debt in here. We need to add 25 for my NCR. And this just goes in the same Tory debt envelope. And oopsies, I will just pull it out from in here. Okay, so that is my full NCR and my full Afterpay payment and Ellie's full Mohella. So let me cross that off because I already forgot about that. Okay, continuing onwards, Ellie's BSU here is going to get $3, and we already paid, so we had budgeted 18, but we already paid the 15. And then this $3 is for next month's payment, if that makes sense. So we've never really done it like this, so I do have a challenge. Oh my gosh, this challenge is from Purely Budgets, or Cooper over at Purely Budgets, and it saves this saves $16, so it's about the 15, which is awesome. I didn't even know I had this in here. So we're gonna cross off 3 of these on his Keep It Light and Fluffy challenge, and I believe you can get this on his Etsy. I'm not sure. I will link his stuff down below though. Okay, awesome. That's great. So $3 being added into there. My BSU is not till the end of the month, so we're gonna wait for that guy. And game chairs, this is probably where I just realized I'm gonna go add my 95. Hang on one second. So you're gonna see this is for NCR, this 25, and then this is for game chairs. So we'll just add this in. That's why, duh, I have this. Okay, perfect. So I forgot I completely had that. That should be everything for in here. The rest is going to Rave and Gas and Gabe, so like our variables. So that should be everything for our bills here today. Yeah, we can kind of split up right now really fast, like what is going to Gas. So this is going into our variables binder. And then this is 20. This is going to the variables. 20. 7, 8. This is also going into the variables binder. Okay, so that's assigned for the variables binder for the next video. And then it says I was only supposed to have $22. No, should be $222. Yeah. So we have 50, 100, 50, 60, 70, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So we're $20 short from what we thought we were gonna be left with, which is fine. It's not even that much, and I'm not even that worried about it. And we even have some things that we can add into Rave. So this is all going into the Rave binder, which you will see in the next video. So let me highlight all of this, and that is all for this stuffing video here, which is correct. We were not able to do the $3 for the rent insurance, but we will focus on that next time. Okay, that's gonna be everything for this portion of the video. If you like this kind of video, go ahead and give this video a if you liked this, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're really close to 300 and I'm so freaking excited. We're definitely going to be doing a large giveaway for that, because I have missed the 100 and the 200 just because the last couple of times there haven't been too many comments for the keyword. So I just figured I'd just smash it into one big giveaway. So that's going to be everything for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.